5.13. So that tells me that the mean of this set of data is simply 5.13. Do you get it now? So this is an example of of a good data. The one of an good data. This is an good data. This is a good data, and this is simply the mean. Now let's move to the next central of measures. Measure of central tendency, which is let's move to mode. Let's move to mode. Now, what is mode? If your mean is simply the average of this set of numbers, what is my mode? Now, my mode is simply the number of Now, my mode is the highest point number, the one that appears the most. Now, let's look at this set of data. I have 22, 23, 23, 24. Now, let's look at this the set of data, this observation. If you are asked to calculate the mode of this, the mode is simply the one that appears the most. Now, let's look at it. I have 22 appears 2 times. 23 appears how many times? 1, 2, just 2 times also. My 24 appears how many times? 1, 2, 2 times also. My 27 once. Then 26 is 1, 2, 3. 35 is just once. If you look at it, we notice that 26 appears 3 times. There are no other numbers in this observation that appears 3 times. So my mode is simply my mode is the number that appears most, which is also the highest frequency. The highest frequency. Now, the number that appears the most is simply 26. So that tells me that the mode of this set of observation is 26. We get now that we know the meaning of mean, we know the meaning of mode. Now, the last measure of central tendency is my median. Now, let's look at this. Okay, before that, let's look at the one for group data. Let's group this. Let's turn into a group data. So look at this. This is my observations. Now this is the frequency. Now 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 22 appears how many times? 2 times. I'm trying to group this data. 23 appears how many times? 2 times. 24 also 2 times. 25 appears once. 26 appears how many times? 3 times. Why 27 appears once? Now, if you look at this, your mode simply means the one with the highest frequency. And what's the one with the highest frequency here? 3. You notice that it's 3 that is the one with the highest frequency. So that tells me my mode is is 26. The number that appears the most, which is also the one with the highest frequency. Do we get that now? Now let's move to the last part, which is the median. The median. That's the last measure of central tendency. What's the median? Median simply the middle number. The middle number. Now, your median is the middle number after the arrangement of the data in ascending order. Now, your data can be scattered. Now, for you to get the median of the set of data, you need to first of all arrange that data. You need to first of all arrange the data. 4, 6, 9, 7, 8, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's give this one more. 4. Now look at this set of data. Now, if you want to get the median of this data, we first of all arrange it. You need to get the middle number. We first of all arrange it. So I have my 1, 1. Then the next number is 3. The next number is what? 4, 4, 4. So the next number is what? 5. Next one, 6. Next one is what? 7. The next one is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we arranged it 1, 1, 3. Then the last one is what? 9. Now, if you look at this set of what data, the median is simply what? The middle number. Now let's look out for the middle number. You cancel this one out. Cancel this one out. Cancel this one out. You cancel this one out. Cancel this one out. So my median is simply what? 4, which is what? The middle number. Now note, I told you guys that what? If the median, by the time you end up canceling all parts out, and the median happens to be what? To be 2 numbers. Like now, let's assume we have one more set of data here. We have 10. Now, what will be the median? By the time we cancel everything, now we notice that what? 1, this one cancel this one, 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 this one cancel this one. We have what? 4 and 5. You get that now? We have what? 4 and 5. Abi? Now, what would be the median of this one? We notice that these two are the what? The middle numbers, right? After we end up canceling these 2 cells. So my median is what? 4 plus 5 divided by what? 2. You get it now? Whenever we have just 2 numbers, which is what? 9 over 2, which is simply what? 4.5. I hope you can see that. That simply was 4.5. So my median is what? The middle number after was arranging the what? The set of data, the observation. So now, let's take questions on everything. Let's take so on everything we've done so far. So I'll write it here. Mean. My mean is also known as what? Arithmetic mean. And it's also known as what? Average. Now, it's what? Sum of observations over what? Number of observations. Now, the next one is what? Mode. Mode is the what? The number that appears most. That is what? Highest frequency. The number with the highest frequency. And the last one is what? My mean, my median. My median is what? The middle number. The middle number in an arranged data. The middle number in an arranged data. Now, let's look at some questions under this. Now, let's open to past question page 133, number 15. That's the first thing we'll be doing. Page 133, number 15. Page 133, number 15. Now, the question says what? If the mean of what? 5 numbers, if the mean of 5 numbers is 16, if the mean, I hope you can see that, if the mean of 5 numbers is 16, now, if the mean of 5 numbers is 16, what will I write? The mean of what? The mean of 5 numbers, obviously, is what? Is the sum over what? The number of what? Observation. This is the formula for mean, right? The sum of observation over what? The number of observation. Now, listen, we are told that what the mean of the 5 numbers is what? 15. That tells us that what? The number of observation is what? The number of observation is what? 16, Abi. The number of observation here is what? 5. Listen, the mean of 5 numbers. The number of observations is what? Is 5. That tells us the number of observations is 5. Then the mean. The mean is what? The mean is what? 16. Now, what are we asked to get? The sum of those 5 numbers. This is what we are asked to get. This is what we are asked to get. The sum of the 5 numbers. Now, what will I write? My mean equals what? Sum over what? Over the number. So, which is what? 16 equals what? The sum over what are the numbers? 5. Abi. Now, what will I do? I will cross multiply, right? So, I simply have what? The sum of numbers, the sum of all the observations is what? 16 times 5. I hope we get that. 16 times 5. And what's 16 times 5? I have what? I should have what? 90. 16 times 5 is what? 90. That tells me that that's what? That's option C. The correct answer is option C. So now, we are told that what? Get the sum of the observation. We are given the mean. This is the mean. We are given the mean, and we are given the number of observations, which is 5. So for us to get the sum, we simply cross multiply, right? So 16 times 5 will give us what? The sum. So this is the sum of numbers, 90. So now let's move to the next question. Open to page 139. Is there any question? Okay, page 139. Open to page 139, question 7. Open to page 139, question 7. Page 139, question 7. So now let's look at this question. Now we are told the sum, the sum of what? 3 numbers. The sum of 3 numbers is what? 33. The sum of 3 numbers is 33. What is the average of the 3 numbers? Now, the sum of observation, the sum of the 3 numbers is what? 33. Now, the sum of the number of observations is what? It's obviously what? 3. We are told the number is 3. Now, what is the what? What is the average? Remember, I told you what? Mean, also known as what? Arithmetic mean, also known as what? Average. So they're asking us for the what? The mean, which is also the average, which is what? The sum of observation over what? The number of observation. That simply was 33 over 3, which is what? Yeah, our answer is what? 11, option C. Very easy, 11. Now, let's move to the next part. The last question. Let's move to another question. Now, so let's look at this question. Open to page 144, question 6. Page 144, question 6. Now, the question is asking us that what? The mean, the mean of what? Of 12, 4, 6, and P is what? Is 5. These are the what? These are the set of observations. These are the set of observations. The mean of what? 12. I'm going to write down the data. 12, 4, 6, and what? And pi. The last one is what? And P, sorry. And P. The mean of what? 12, 4, 6, and P is what? Is 5. What does that mean? The mean, which is what? Sum of observation over what? The number of observation, right? The mean is what? The sum of all this data, right? 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus P. Now, this P is an unknown, right? We need to get this unknown. It is a number. We need to get it. So now, these are the what? This is the sum of all the numbers. 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus P. Over what? What are the total number you have here? What is the number in this data? 1, 2, 3, 4. Abi, the number of observation is what? 4 over 4. Do we get that now? Now we are told the mean is what? We are told the mean is what? Is 5. So that tells me that what? 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus P over 4 is what? Is 5. Do we get that now? Mean is what? Sum of the numbers. We are given the data, the sum of numbers. 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus P. This is it. Now, if you count the numbers there, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 4 equals what? Equals 5. Now, how am I going to get my unknown, my P, right? So I will simply add what? The numbers that are what? Addable. See these ones, we can add them, right? So 12 plus 4 is what? 16. 16 plus 6 is what? 22. Can we see that? 22 plus what? Plus P. Over what? Over 4. I hope you can see that. 22 plus P over 4 is equals to what? 5. Now we cross multiply, right? I have what? 22 plus P equals what? 20. Now my P is equals to what? 20 minus 22. So, which is what? Minus 2. So there's a fault in this question. We notice that what? we are getting what? A negative number, and the options, none of them are negative. So there's false in that question. But I hope we get the logic. The sum of the number of our the. Now let's look at the next question. Now let's look at page 13. Page 13. Question 27. Page 13, question 27. Let's all open to page 13, question 27. Now, if X and Y represent the mean and the median, respectively, of the following mark of students in a mathematics what? Test. Now, the data is about what? The mathematics test. Now, let me write them down. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. So this tells us that what? This is the mark of what? The student in the mathematics test, right? Now, we are asked to get what? Find X over Y correct to what? To one decimal place. Now, what is X? What is Y? We are told in the question, X represents what? Mean, right? Then Y represents what? The median. You notice that there are two measures of central tendency in this question, right? X represents the mean, Y represents the median. Now, what will I do? To calculate my what? X. I'll get the value of this unknown here, X. And the mean, which is X. X, which is my mean, right, is equal to what? Sum of all these data, right? So I have 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 15 plus 16 plus 17 plus 18 plus 19 plus 21. Now let's count the numbers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 number. 10 number of what? Data there. Observation. Now let's add this together. 11 plus 12 plus 13. So 11 plus 12 plus, okay, so it's what? 156. 11 plus 12 plus this addition of all of this is what? 156. Divided by what? Divided by 10, right? So what will that give me? Divided by 10, we move it towards the back. That's what? 15.6. This is it. Now, the next thing, median. My median. Now, what would be the median of this what? Set of data? Remember, I told you the median is what? The middle number, what? In ascending order. Now, we notice that this data is already arranged, right? From the what? Smallest to the what? Biggest. What will I simply do? I'm trying to fish out my middle number. So what's the middle number in this case? My middle, you can see we end up with what? Two numbers, right? So my median is simply was 15 plus 16 over what? Over 2, Abi. So I have what? 31 divided by what? 2, which is what? 15.5. That should give me 15.5. Now, what did you notice? The measure of central tendency was they are very close, right? They are very what? Close. Because remember, the measure of central tendency, we are just looking for what? A number to represent what? This set of numbers. A number to represent what? This set of numbers. Now, the question is asking us for what? X over Y, right? So X over Y. What will my X over Y be? Let me do that here. So my X over Y is simply what? 15.6 over what? 15.5. So I'll do that 15.6 over 15.5. That's what? 1.006. 1.006. That is option. That's option 1. Abi? 1.006, which is approximately 1. That's option 1. That's approximately 1. That's option 1. Do we get that now? So that is all. That is all with what? With measure of central tendency. That is all for measure of central tendency. So now let's look at this question. This is a practice question. I want you guys to attempt it. So you guys will be on the question is page 13, question 33. Open to page 13, question 33. Page 13, question 33. We are given a group data. We are asked to calculate the mode and the median. The mode and the median. I'll clean this. We are asked to calculate the mode and the median. You guys will be unmuted. The mode and the median. Okay, you'll be unmuted. Okay. Let's do that. What is the mode and the median? Those set of numbers that has been grouped already for us. Okay, talk. I can't hear anything. I want answers. What is the mode and the median? Answers?
Welcome.
The answer is A.
One thing.
3 and 1, Abby.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Any other answer? You have A. Any other answer? Okay, answer from a girl. That was a boy. So I need a girl. That's A.
So close.
Any other answer?
B.
Okay. Answers can what?
B.
Option A, B.
Option B.
Okay, the girl. Option B. Okay. You have to confirm which of them is correct. Now taking these two, Abby.
Option
Okay,
A.
I didn't even answer. One more person. Who else can talk? It can be a guy, it can be a lady. Let's see if we hear C from that one.
I'm choosing option A. That's
Option
section
A.
A. Yeah.
Option A, right? Okay, so we
Yes.
have to. Okay, now let's do that. Let's do that together. So you notice that this is a group data, right? We have number of children. And the other parts we have
Number of families.
Number of families. So now let's check that. We are given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the frequency, right? 7, 1, 6, 7. It was 7, 1, 6, 7, 7, 5, 3. So now, okay, no need to calculate fx because this is not talking about me. We asked for the what? For the median and the mode, right? We asked for the mode and the median. So now let's get the mode of this. Now your mode is simply what? Remember, I told you mode is the one with what highest frequency, right? So the one with highest frequency. Remember, this is your frequency. This is like the X, Abby. So the one with highest frequency is what 7, Abby.